Well, when summer rolls around, some kids stay home and go on vacation, and some kids go to camp. And northern Minnesota has quite a few camps tucked away in the wilderness. For this week's In Focus, Jamil Donath explains how the camp culture has a long-standing history here in the Northwoods.
Camp Chippewa is one of many summer camps scattered throughout the outskirts of the Bemidji area.
There are a ton of them.
And like many of the other camps, this small all-boys camp has a long history here in the Northwoods.
This has been my life since 1928. Step forward, good.
In 1926, John Endres' father, Otto Cap Endres, came to northern Minnesota from Tulsa, Oklahoma to escape the sweltering summers. And he immediately fell in love with the forest.
I always thought he'd like to start his own camp, and in 1935, he did. Rack it back.
But JP, as he is called at camp, isn't the only one who grew up at Chippewa, and is definitely not the only one who stuck around. The current camp director, Michael Thompson, and his brother were part of a group of Tulsa boys to come to Chippewa in its beginning.
I think what you find is a draw to it that kind of permeates the whole family, that once they get involved, they kind of want to keep staying involved.
One of founder Otto Cap's great-grandsons, Sam Endres, now a counselor and before that a camper, can't remember a time when he wasn't a camp kid.
Camp is a big part of my family. All the boys in my family have gone here.
In fact, many campers carry on the family tradition of coming to Chippewa.
My father and my uncle. My Uncle Colin came here for a really long time.
Just leave your rifle where it is.
Not to mention the international crowd that Camp Chippewa draws to Minnesota's wilderness.
I'm from London, in the UK.
I was born in New York and I stayed there for a year, but then since then I've lived in Beijing.
Don't think I'd ever heard of Minnesota before.
One of the major parts of camp culture out here in the Northwoods is taking canoe trips that can range from 1 day to up to 2 weeks.
We don't have technology or something, we get lost, but we find our way out. So it really tests your abilities and brings the other side of you out.
From tennis to archery, Chippewa staff say each activity is geared to help the boys develop and build character.
That's the tool we use. I don't care what the activity, that's the tool we use to reach the boys.
And that's what keeps international counselors and campers from coming back year after year.
A long time, probably until I'm a counselor or more.
I want to be a counselor here.
But it's a huge adventure.
While over the years the facilities may have changed and the programs improved, but the camp culture remains the same.
I think anyone that comes here, they consider their summer home, and you know, they get off the bus, welcome home. That's how we see it.
Whether from Beijing or Bemidji, when summer rolls around, these campers can't wait to get home to northern Minnesota. For this week's In Focus, Jamil Donath, Lakeland News.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.